Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear 10th class. How are you, dear students? Dear students, today we will start our new chapter number 3 from Punjab Textbook Board, Bahawalpur. And the topic of today is ratio and proportion. Before starting the questions and solutions, we will discuss about the ratio and proportion. Ratio actually is the relationship between the two similar quantities, same kind of quantities, means their units will be the same. This is the relationship of between two same kind of quantities, like this one, 3:4. This is these two dots show or indicate the symbol of the ratio. We can write the ratio into the fraction form also, like this 3:4 can be written in 3/4 also. And the proportion actually is the equivalence between two ratios. For example, if we have two ratios like this one, this is first ratio and this is the second ratio. If we will put the equal sign or we will put the four dots like this, okay, then this is known as the proportion. Proportion actually is the equivalence of two ratios. Okay, and now we will move to our question number 1. Express into ratio A/B and as a fraction also. There are two parts are given in our syllabus. First one thing is that 27 minutes and 30 seconds, and second quantity is 1 hour. You can observe, the student, that their units are different. This is minute, this is second, this is hour. First of all, we will convert this into a single unit and the smallest unit. You can change it into bigger unit also, but prefer to go to the smaller unit. First we will convert, as we know that 1 hour. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute equals to has 60 seconds. First of all, we will convert 27 minutes and 30 seconds into seconds. 27 minutes and 30 seconds equals to 1650 seconds. Means first we will multiply 27 by 60 and then we will add it into the 30 seconds. So we get first quantity is 1650 seconds, and the second quantity is 1 hour. 1 hour we will convert 1 hour into second. First we will multiply 1 by 60 and then 60 for minutes and 60 for seconds. So we will get 3600 seconds. Now their units are same. Remember one thing more, that we cannot write the unit in the ratio. There is no need to write the unit in the ratio because the units are the same. This is first ratio 1650 and this is second ratio 3600. 0 will be cancelled with each other. Now we will divide these two quantities with 5. 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 7s are 35, 1 carry, 5 2s are 10. Now again these two can be divided by 3. Number 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6 and 3 4s are 12. So the ratio is 11:24. This cannot be simplified more. So we can write the answer 11:24, or if in the fraction form it will be written as 11/24. Part number 5 is 75 and 25 degree. Both values of quantities are given in the same unit. So there is no need to convert it into another unit. So just you will write 75 degree and ratio to 25 degree. Both will be divided by 15, divisible by 15. 15 5s are 25 and you know that this is a square of 15. So 15 15s are 225. Again we will divide these two quantities by 5. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. My dear students, one thing again, that in the ratio the first value is always known as the antecedent and the second value of the ratio is always known as the consequent. Okay, this is antecedent and this is the consequent. In this form, this is antecedent and this is consequent. In A ratio B, A is an antecedent and B is consequent. Now question number 4. Find the value of P if ratio 2P plus 5 ratio 3P plus 4 and ratio 3:4 are equal. There are two ratios are given, 2P plus 5 ratio 3P plus 4 and the second ratio is 3:4. Two ratios are given and their statement is that they are equal. First of all, we will write these two statement in equal form and make it a proportion, because proportion is the equivalence of two ratios. Now we can change this ratio into fraction form. 2p plus 5 by 3p plus 4 equals to 3 by 4. Dear student, now we have the equality sign between two fractions. Now we will use the cross product formula. We will multiply 4 by this numerator and 3 by this numerator. 3p plus 4 by this numerator. So we will multiply into cross form. 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, 3 3s are 9p, 4 3s are 12. Now we will combine the values of p into the left hand side of the equation and the constant values to the right hand side. Then we will get 8p minus 9p equals to minus p, 12 minus 20 equals to minus 8. Minus minus will be cancelled with each other and we will get value of p, which is 8, and this is our answer. In question number 5, this is also like that question, the previous question. If ratios 3x plus 1, ratio 6 plus 4x and 2 ratio 5 are equal, find the value of x. This is just like the previous question. First of all, we will make the proportion 3x plus 1 ratio 6 plus 4x is equals to 2 ratio 5. Then we will convert these ratios into the fraction form and write these into fraction form. 3x plus 1 divided by 6 plus 4x equals to 2 by 5. Then cross multiplication. 5 3s are 15x, 5 1s are 5, 2 6 are 12, 4 2s are 8x. Now my dear student, 15x minus 8x is equals to 12 minus 5. Answer will be 15 minus 8 equals to 7x, 12 minus 5 also equals to 7. We will divide the equation by 7 on both sides and get x is equals to 1. Now dear student, question number 7, this is a little bit different. Question number 7 is, if 10 is added in each number of ratio 4 ratio 13, we get a new ratio 1 ratio 2, find the numbers. My dear student, for example, we have a number x and each number of ratio means we have the relationship between x and this ratio. Then we will get the numbers 4x and 13x. 4x and 13x. And then according to the condition, if 10 is added in each number, so we will add 4x plus 10 ratio 13x plus 10 is equals to, then we get a new ratio equals to 1 ratio 2. So we will write the question in the form of proportion 4x plus 10 equals to 13x plus 10 is equals to 1 ratio 2. Okay, my dear student, 4 ratio 13 is the new number. So we will write this in the fraction form. 4x plus 10 divided by 13x plus 10 equals to 1 by 2. So by cross multiplication, 4 2s are 8x, 4 10s are 20 and 13x 1s are 13x, 10 1s are 10. Combine the like terms to left hand side and right hand side. 8x minus 13x is equals to 10 minus 20. 8x minus 13x equals to minus 5x, 10 minus 20 equals to minus 10. Minus will be cancelled with each other. Now divide the equation by 5 on both sides. Then we will get the value of x which is equals to 2. This is x, but actually we will go for the numbers. And according to number, the ratio numbers are 4x and 13x. So put the value of x in 4 and 13. Then we will get 4 2s are 8 and 13 2s are 26. So numbers are 8 and 26. Question number 9. If A ratio B is equals to 7 ratio 6, then find the value of 3A plus 5B ratio 7B minus 5A. We will find the value of this one. First of all, the given value is A ratio B equals to 7 ratio 6. We will divide this ratio into fraction form. A by B equals to 7 by 6. From this we can find the value of If we will divide the equation by B, multiply the equation by B, then we will get the value of A, which is equals to 7B by 6. Okay, 7B by 6. Now we will put the value of A, which is 7B by 6, in the given ratio. Okay, write the ratio 3A plus 5B, ratio 7B minus 5A, and then put the value of a, which is equals to 7b by 6 in here. When we will multiply 7 3s are 21 by 6b plus 5b equals to 7b minus 5 7 are 35 by 6b. Now we will take the LCM on both sides, and then we will get 21b plus 30b by 6 ratio 42b minus 35b by 6. Multiply the ratio by 6 on both sides, we will get 21 plus 30 equals to 51b, 42 minus 35b equals to 7b. Now divide the ratio by b on both sides, then we will get the numerical value, which is equals to 51 ratio 7, or we can write it 51 by 7 also. Question number 11, the last question of this exercise. Find the value of x if question is given in the form of proportion. Dear student, remember one thing, if the question is given in the form of this proportion, then we will use the formula product of means and product of extremes. But if the question is given in the form of equality, then we will write it in the fraction form and then use cross product formula. But if the question is given into proportional sign, this is proportion sign, then we will use a product of means equals to product of extremes. Extremes means that these two values, first and the last values, are known as the extremes, and the second and third, the middle values, are known as the means, values of mean. So product of means equals to product of extremes means we will multiply first value product of means x into p cube minus q cube, p cube minus q cube by p plus q equals to, then we will multiply these two values. Dear students, you can see that p minus q whole square can be written as p minus q into p minus q. Then you will multiply this value as it is. And we are going to find x. So you can see that this is the formula of p cube minus q cube. So we will write p minus q and p cube minus q cube, and then we will multiply the inverse of this side, this value, to right hand side. So this will become the reciprocal p plus q by p cube minus q cube. P cube minus q cube will be cancelled with each other, and then we have the formula p minus q into p plus q, you know that, which is equals to p square minus q square. Like this pattern, we have the last part number 5, 8 minus x ratio 11 minus x proportion 16 minus x ratio 25 minus x. This is given the proportion sign, so use the formula product of means equals to product of extremes. Now we will multiply the means value, middle values with each other, 11 minus x into 16 minus x and 8 minus x into 25 minus x. So my dear students, we will multiply 11 16 is 176, 6 minus 16, 11x minus 16x minus plus x square. And here also, when we will multiply these two brackets with each other, then we will get 25 as a 200, 8x minus 25x minus plus x square. Then we will combine all the constant and we will add the like terms. Minus 11 and minus 16 is minus 27, minus 8 and minus 25 is equals to minus 33. So we will like the constant values to right hand side and combine the variable to left hand side. X square will be cancelled by minus x square. We will get 33 minus 27 equals to 6x, which is equals to 24. 200 minus 176 equals to 24. Now divide the equation on both sides by 6, then we will get the value of x, which is equals to 4. This is the answer. This is the end of our exercise 3.1.